given. I request you all to ensure that this is done. Earlier, some of the collectors like Guntur and Palnad had done this practice. I request all the collectors to ensure that this becomes a practice. Then there is a scope now under PM Suryagar Muft Bijli Yojana to give solar power 300 units free to the weavers. So see that all these weavers get into your apply for this free electricity. Solar is definitely much more friendly on their pockets. CM Garu has recently agreed to conduct elections for all the handloom weaver cooperative societies. The schedule has been given. It will start from 21st/10/24 with the appointment of the election officer and ends by December 6th. So by 25, all the weaver cooperative societies will be there. This is very good because it will help the regenerate the societies. You can establish new societies. There was a ban earlier, but the number of societies have fallen from 950 to 395. There has been a demand, so I request all of you to form new societies. In the skill census which is going on, please identify people with potential who are willing to work in handloom and handicraft. Today it is no longer a traditional family-oriented business, but it is something which people who have less education and no education prefer to do. They could be from any community. Please understand that and see that we do that accordingly.
Sunita, you are on the first slide only.
Sir, it's only one slide, sir. I'm not going to move to the other slides, sir. So, sir, second part is there is under NABARD there is a lot of scope for initiatives. You can tap their finance for Rural Mart, Rural Heart, exhibitions, for your GI registration and for your livelihood enterprise development and micro enterprise development. So please use these things under NABARD. Under central government, you can identify new handloom clusters. Mudra loan is up to 20 lakhs and PMEGP is up to 50 lakhs. You have subsidized yarn up to 15% for all your handloom activities, and you can also start new yarn banks. Under ODOP scheme, last time we got all the awards under the Government of India for handlooms. This time, if any of the collectors are interested, you could please contact us and we will help you out in that. You mainly would have to do buyer-seller meet. You have to organize space for stalls. These space should be in areas where there's a good lot of footfall, like tourist areas or your own collectorate or any other place like that. You would have to conduct regular exhibitions and have a ODOP wall also. The other one is the GI thing. We have around 20 GIs, geographical indicators in Andhra, and there is a lot of scope for other these things also. We have around 99 products have been identified so far. We have given you the list of those GI things in the last slide. You can have a look at them. And there is one more issue. There is a scope now for going for technical textiles. There's a lot of Andhra being an agro state, there's a lot of scope for the agro waste industries. So you could actually convert the agro, like the stems of banana into banana fiber, the bamboo into bamboo fiber, pineapple into again fiber there, jute fiber. All of these becomes textiles. And there was a talk earlier about how the pesticide is being used to kill the water hyacinth or Gurumdeka as they call it. Now, this pollutes the water, and we know earlier that in Elur there were serious problems because of the pesticide in the water. The better thing was to use this water hyacinth to make bags and other stuff. There is a program which is being launched by the Handicrafts Department, Lepakshi. So I would request the collectors that please don't allow pesticides into your drinking water or canal resources. All this either kills the the humans or the cattle who's drinking it. There is a very good way of handling this by creating employment. And the last is the post-harvest cotton contamination. Better Cotton Initiative has been started in 16,000 acres in Kurnool, Guntur and Palnadu. The cotton after being picked up is getting contaminated because it is being put in pesticide bags or fertilizer bags. This is very bad because the plastic again gets shredded and gets into the fabric, and the fabric, when it is dyed, the patches of fabric, it just stays without being colored, and this also makes our cotton so unfriendly to the people here that the industrialists are preferring to buy the cotton from Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu and other places. So please look into this post-harvest
All
cotton
collectors.
contamination. And the traceability of products also has been initiated. APCO is now initiating that the product, this particular sari has come from this particular weaver. That kind of product traceability has been started. We request you to please continue this practice in your handlooms, handicrafts and other ODOP products. Thank you, sir.
I.
Honorable Chief Minister, Sir, Deputy CM, Honorable Ministers and my dear colleagues. Honorable Chief Minister, Sir, has already